up you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. In today's video I have another Christmas home decor haul. Now I did upload it a part 1, so if you guys missed it, I'm definitely gonna link it in the description box below, or just revisit my last video. I did purchase a lot of cute items, and just in case if you're not familiar with the thing that I'm going for, in my case I want to add that very deep red, more like a burgundy color, not necessarily purplish, but more like that dark red, which I'm so obsessed with. So most of the items that I shared in my last video, it was around that color. So the same thing is gonna be for this video. I did purchase more items like that, and I also went thrifting. I went to a couple stores as well, so everything was pretty much on a budget in my opinion. So hopefully you guys can get your hands on these items. If it's anything linkable, I will definitely gonna share it with you guys in the description box below. But without further ado, I'm so excited to show you guys everything, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I never go in any particular order because I always have so much stuff here. Like if I turn around the camera, you guys gonna see the mess. So the first item I want to share with you guys is from Marshalls, but I did saw it at HomeSense and TjMaxx. You guys know these stores are sisters, so either one you have a high chance to get them. So I found these stems and they are so adorable. I love how frosted those berries looks. They are very flowy. Right now they are in this kind of like bundle, but once I take it off, it's gonna look so beautiful. I think this looks so beautiful, very muted, especially me going with a very dark red. This will blend so well with the rest of my decor. This was priced at $16.99. I think for the quality, honestly, it's not a bad price at all. I was thinking about purchasing another one, so that's still in question. I might go back today and grab more because they are actually very nice. I'm thinking placing these in my coffee table and just add some Norfolk stems just to blend them out, but these are stunning. Again, they look very realistic in my opinion, and for the price, it's amazing. Alright, speaking about pillows, I really wanted a specific deep red, and it's very hard to find because sometimes it can come across a little bit purple or a little bit pink. So I really wanted to get some very deep red colors for my couch, and I went to Amazon and I didn't find anything that I truly like. I was so desperate to just buy anything at that moment that I almost purchased ones, and they look so cheap. Respectfully, the material is not giving, and because I'm going with this very elevated look for Christmas, I knew that would probably downgrade my Christmas decor. And I know that sounds terrible, but if you can find other options to get that look, I highly suggest you do that, because the ones that I found at Amazon, at least my research, they weren't giving. I went to TjMaxx and I found these gorgeous pillows right here, and just keep in mind I do have the ring light on because these past few days it's been raining, it's glooming, it's just fall, so we haven't had sunlight in days, so I have my ring light right now. But this is a beautiful deep red color. I love the color, I love the insert. I normally go with that too. Like if the insert is good, I'm paying for two things. This was priced at $34.99, which I think it was great. Pillows are so expensive these days. I've been seeing it for like $40-50, sometimes even for one. So this is perfect, and again, this is more for seasonal decor, but the great thing about it, I always make sure I can take the cover off in order for me to repurpose these pillows moving forward. So I love these so much. They're actually pretty heavy. The insert is good. I love when pillows can shop because that's like the look that I like. And again, you get two for $35, and I think it's amazing. From Amazon, I was able to find this gorgeous satin ribbon, and it looks more like purple in my opinion, so this is something that I'm going back and for. However, I did put it against everything else and it blends very well, so I'm going back and forth. I mean, this is definitely burgundy because it's giving more that purple color. However, this is still in question, but again, I really do love the very deep red purple color, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep these. I might return it and get something else, but it's still a great quality. The reviews are insanely good, so if you're looking for something specific like this, I highly recommend to get your hands on them. But again, putting it against everything, this is giving more purple than deep red, so this might go back. But again, such a great item. All right, so next item, if you guys remember in my last video, I shared with you guys some glasses that I got from Pop Shelf, and after all the hype, I decided to return them because they have this frosted look that it makes the glass look dirty. And I'm like, listen, I know this was very inexpensive, it's a dupe, it looks great, but I want timeless pieces and things like that. I know for sure they're gonna end it up in Goodwill because I get tired so easily if I truly don't love something. So I ended up returning those because I was in a mission to find the ones that I really wanted, and I really wanted the candy cane. So I didn't have no luck. I did saw them at Kirkland's, but for only one, you're spending so much. Only one glass is $15. That's a huge absolutely not. I think at home got them for like $10, but I went there a couple weeks ago, so I'm guessing by this time it's already sold out because these are viral items. They are dupes for the Pottery Barn, I believe. I didn't even bother to go back there since at home is kind of like far away from me. So I went to TjMaxx and I found these gorgeous glasses. They come with a little bow right here, super beautiful. But tell me why, as I'm here just taking everything out literally in real time right now, somehow the glass shift and I saw the candy cane here. So you're getting candy cane in one side and the other side you're getting the bowl. I was like, I actually like this. Like, this is even better than what I thought. So love these so much. You get two for $15. So we're talking about if you go to Kirkland's once again and you only get one of the glasses, you literally paying for only one $15. It's not a big deal. I honestly don't need like a brand or anything. I just wanted the look of it. So I love these. I also noticed that the top is red, super festive. I'm obsessed with them. And again, I just wanted two glasses, and me looking at it right now, I literally had the best of the both worlds. I had the bows and I had the candy cane. So very excited for this purchase. Next item. I'm wondering if all these watch my vlog or my last video, because there's no way I purchased the same blanket a couple weeks ago for $10 and they raised the price. It's still a good deal though. But I went back because I told you guys I wanted to get my hands on another beautiful, rich, deep red burgundy color. I know I'm mentioning like 3 or 4 colors. It's just so hard when it comes to this color because you get a little bit of the deep red, but you're also getting burgundy. So it's just a nice, beautiful mix, and I love that. So I went to Aldi's. I mentioned that in my last video, as well a vlog that I uploaded a couple weeks ago, and I found these for $10. And when I went back to grab more, they were sold out. This was literally the last one left, and the price $12.99. So it's still good because for blankets like this, you spend so much more, between $25 to $30 and even more. So even $13 is not bad, but I was like, did y'all really raise for $3 more? Like, come on. But I still cannot help it. They are so soft. The color is literally exactly the color that I'm going for this year. So I decided to purchase another one. Next, I totally forgot to share this item with you guys in my last video. This is the famous bells from Hobby Lobby. I'm saying famous because tell me why they're out of stock. You cannot find them. I mean, good luck, honestly, and I pray that you can find them, but they are literally out of stock at this point. I remember when I bought them, I went to the cashier and the person behind me, the lady asked me, where did you find those bells? I said, oh, they are like back in the store on the wall, not with the rest of the bells. It's like kind of like hiding. And then she was like, don't tell me, I need to turn around and go back and count them. And I started laughing as well, the cashier, and she went back to look for them. When I got these, it was probably like 4 left on the shelf. So when I told you, I went to a couple of Hobby Lobbies and I think they're literally out of stock. These bells are so different than anything else that I have in my collection. They are absolutely stunning. I love how large they are. I'm thinking about actually using these on my mantle this year. I normally have the very big ones that look vintage and everything, but I want to switch it up for something more sophisticated. And I just love how these bells are just like very large, very different. I don't know what else to say. They had the vintage look as well. This was priced at $12.99, but 50% off. It was definitely a steal. So I should have bought more than that. But again, I still have some bells from last year that I do love from Amazon and even Hobby Lobby as well. So I didn't want to overspend that much for something that I might not need. But if you have your eyes on these, highly recommend to get them. They're such a great price, and again, they are just wow. I absolutely love them. They are literally perfect. Next item is not necessarily Christmas related. It's a project that I want to do eventually, but I'm definitely gonna use this for Christmas, so I would say it's like a Christmas item. But as I was doing my research for this beautiful vintage and curated Christmas, I came across to so many beautiful wall arts on Pinterest using vintage frames, and those that they are ornate. which they have more character in the frame. So I do own a couple of them, but I'm gonna be honest, they are definitely an investment. I tend to go to vintage shops often, so when I see a good deal, I grab them and I save them. But they are an investment, you know, because they are super old, they have so much character, the patina and everything. So long story short, I want to create a beautiful gallery wall. So I'm not thinking about doing this right now for Christmas, but I might do one for the office space. I'm still trying to see the vision for that room. I definitely want a very antique, almost like library, the type of vibe, you know, like very moody, low lighting, vintage frames. Anyways, I really want to work on a very collective gallery wall with beautiful vintage frames. However, they are hard to find, and when you find them, they are extremely expensive. So I came across these frames at Hobby Lobby. They had different sizes. This saw the small one. This is like the medium size. They have a huge frame, which I don't need it because I do have another one already. They literally have all the sizes that you can think of. So slowly but surely, I'm planning to go there, and hopefully when I go there, the frames are on sale because I did pay full price for this. But if you ask me, this is actually not a bad price. This is priced at $27.99, and I'm telling you, maybe because I do so much shopping when it comes to vintage shops, something like this can literally fool me thinking that this is something antique, and for the price that I pay for, it's not bad at all. Next item, I have some tea to tell you because Joanna Gaines, come to the front. Girl, let me tell you, so I went to Target and I saw this beautiful beaded garland, and one of the pictures that I saw on Pinterest inspired me to put this garland. I did such a bad job last year when it comes to my Christmas tree. I need to really acknowledge that. I noticed that the comments were more about my mantle, which I honestly don't disagree with it. I think I really put so much effort in the mantle. And the Christmas tree, I barely flock it. The ornaments were like just thrown there. I think it was a mix of just like getting the content out. You guys know, besides YouTube, I have a full-time job. Currently, I'm in college. But that time I wasn't. But I have a full-time job. I was really just rushing everything because I edit my own videos and everything. I know this sounds like an excuse, but I just feel like I really was rushing everything. So when it comes to the Christmas tree, like, I look it back and I noticed that I barely post pictures about it because I don't think it looked great. I did a bad job with the garland. I just literally throw the garland there. I didn't even bother to move it around. It was a lot of ornaments misplaced. I did a better job in other years, but last year, I'm actually not proud of what I did on my Christmas tree. So this year, I'm committed to take my time with my Christmas tree. Since my mantle is not gonna be the star of the show this year, I want to give all the attention to my Christmas tree because realistically speaking, we spend so much money in ornaments and little details like that to just kind of like, okay, let me just throw everything there and call it a day. So this year, I'm committed to take my time to decorate every single room, especially my Christmas tree. I've been wanting a beaded garland, especially those gold ones. And when I went to Target, I saw that Joanna Gaines released ones, but for 12 inches, she's selling that for $20. Girl, in this economy, you don't read the room? And I was like, technically, with the type of tree that I have and how I want my Christmas tree to look like with the garland, am I gonna need like 4 or 5? So we're talking about possibly spending like $80 to probably $100 in just little garlands. Absolutely not. I went to Amazon and I found a dupe, which is slightly a dupe because the color is slightly different. The one from Heart in Hand is more gold. This one is a little bit different, so let me show you. Okay, so these are the garland that I got, and I know again with this lighting it probably looks a little bit different. At least these look a little bit more Cooper in my opinion. It's still a gold but very turned down, and I was expecting a little bit more like the Heart in Hand collection, which is more like a bright color, but at the same time I'm like, listen, I'm going with this very vintage looking vibe, which is more like moody anyway, more like dark tones. I think this will work. I'm still going back and forth, but the price was very good. I think for each one was $10, and this is actually 16 inches. So we're talking about it's more longer. You're getting your money worth, and this is a simple DIY. If it's not exactly the gold that I'm looking for, I can always put rubber buff or just spray paint them. It's not a really big deal. So I did purchase 2 boxes, and again, they're still in question, but I don't think it looked bad. I can show you against the burgundy. Let's say the blanket, then you put this color right here. I think it looks rich, but again, these still in question, so I will keep you guys updated. Okay, next item. I am so excited because I watch Evelyn Hernandez. If you guys don't watch her, what are you doing? I'm gonna link her channel down below. She is great in every single aspect when it comes to decorating, and I get a lot of inspiration from her. So she shared this last year and I was looking for it, but the time I went to put the order on, it was out of stock, unfortunately. So I let it go, and And then I'm on TikTok and everybody is showing this frame. It's literally the same one that she shared. And I was like, this is literally the same frame. Everybody is talking about it. It comes in a bigger size, in a small size and everything, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I went to different locations. I went to HomeSense and HomeGoods. I couldn't find them. So yesterday in the morning, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and see if her link's still up and I can go ahead and purchase it. So I went to the link and it was still on stock this time. And I got the 5x7, I believe is the very tiny one. And it retails for like $20, but the shipping kind of added like $10 more. So girl, long story short, I ended up paying like $32 or $35 in total, which I was like, that's crazy. But I actually love the frame and it's hard to find that frame at the store. Randomly yesterday, I went to TjMaxx, just not really looking for anything. I was just casually looking and I saw the same frame that she's selling at the store. I'm super ignorant to even admit this, but it's the same brand. Like she literally have her website there and it's the same brand that I just ordered yesterday. And I was like, this is actually crazy. So I found the big version of the small frame that I just purchased yesterday. I've been looking for this non-stop. I just love the vintage look. I love the print itself. I just love everything about this. The best part, this big frame, it retails for $20 at Marshall's. But yeah, for the big one that she's selling more expensive on the website, at the store it's only $20. So I was like, this is actually perfect. I think for this size, she's selling for like probably $40. I'm not sure. I'm gonna link it down below. I think the only good thing you can take away from is the fact that she do have a website. She constantly restocking things. This is more like hunting. Like, let me go to probably 5 locations, try to find it. When you order online, yes, you pay for shipping. I think if you add more stuff, the shipping becomes free. That's a good thing. If you don't have your hands on it physically at any HomeGoods, HomeSense, or TjMaxx or Marshalls, you definitely have a high chance to go to her website and purchase. So I'm gonna link all the information down below for you guys because I'm telling you, I literally just ordered that yesterday. And the same day yesterday, I found this huge one from the same brand. And here's her brand here, which again, I feel so ignorant just to even admit that I didn't know it was the same company selling these in mass-produced stores. So yeah, I did a lot of talking, but you guys don't have no idea. Like, I really wanted to get my hands at least on the small one, but when I saw the big one, I was like, okay, I have something good for this. Okay, let's move on to thrifting. So I went to Habitat Humanity, and normally I go there, I don't really find anything, and I saw this. I was like, are you kidding me? For like $5? Is this beautiful, gorgeous skirt. I love the tassels. Every single detail of this is absolutely stunning. I love the colors, it's so rich. The only downside, I do have a dog, so it's constantly hair everywhere. So I'm planning to put these in the office since my dog don't really go to that room unless we are there, and we don't use that room often. So I'm planning to put these. I just gonna have to probably vacuum constantly or just pass a roller because I know the hair is gonna get into it. But this is so beautiful. I mean, again, the tassels by itself, this is giving something that is meant for the vibe that I'm going for when it comes to my library. You know what I mean? The office, very dark and vintage frames. Like, just imagine all of that with this beautiful skirt. I was like, this is actually very good. And again, the price was only like $5. I was like, you cannot beat that. On my way, I also saw this beautiful trumpet, I think you guys call, and it is super old. I mean, you can see the patina. I mean, it is super old. This was $3 and I definitely gonna change this. Like, what is this? Absolutely not. I'm changing this as soon as possible with a beautiful burgundy ribbon. It's gonna look absolutely stunning. I'm planning to set this up in the office as well because I want to redo all the bookshelf. The bookshelf hasn't changed since the last time I showed you guys that, so I definitely want to put it more Christmas with some stuff. So I think this will look perfect over there. Okay, another thing that I found at the thrift store, I seen this item so popular during Christmas and I didn't know how popular it was. And recently when I went to HomeGoods, I saw them for like $15 and you only get like 6 pieces. I was very close to get them, but I wasn't like too crazy about it. So I went to the antique shop and I did found these pieces that somehow I didn't know they were viral during Christmas time. I think this is an item that they were using more back in the day. I saw these gorgeous, beautiful pears and apples. Again, I think this is an item that was very popular back in the day. Pretty sparkly, and I was thinking this is perfect for like filling bowls. I have another one over here. This is more like a pear. Very pretty. The other one had like strawberries. It's like very very different as well. Very, very pretty. And each bag cost me only $4. So I was like, actually, this is a steal. I'm planning to put these on the bowl that I have in my bar area. You guys know I like to always fill that bowl seasonally. So for example, for summer, I put some lemons. For fall, I put some dark pears. And now for Christmas, I'm planning to put these beautiful red frosted, they look like they have sugar on it, apples. So I'm very excited to put these up there. Okay, so let's move on with Temu. I told you guys last video that I did purchase a lot of things from them, and they finally arrived yesterday. So I'm very excited to share with you guys these items. So for my dining room area, I want to do something completely different than what I did last year. Again, I feel like even though it's one of the most popular videos on my channel when it comes to Christmas, I feel like last year I was rushing everything. And I remember when I did that decor with me for my dining room, I literally said that. I said, I'm so sorry, I feel like I'm rushing everything, which was true. I rush everything. I don't think I really put effort the way that I would like to. So for my dining table, I want to do a nice tablescape. And I saw these, I don't know how you guys call this thing. Anyway, this is something that you can put on your table, like just across the table, and it looks like a tablecloth, right? But it goes more in the middle. People use this a lot in weddings, baby showers, and stuff like that. And when I saw this color, which is exactly the color that I'm incorporating this year, which is the very deep red, almost burgundy, I was like, this is perfect. It was super inexpensive. I think for this, I paid probably like $2 or $4. I cannot remember. I'm gonna link it down below for you guys. But I'm thinking about putting this on my table, put a nice garland, the candles. It's gonna look so pretty. So I cannot wait to use this. I never done this before, but it came to my mind and I was like, let me try this out, because the thing about my table is travertine. So you don't want to completely cover that table, right? Because it had this beautiful natural element that is just stand out by itself. That's why I don't really do too much when it comes to tablescapes. I barely dress up my table because the table is gorgeous by herself. Like, you don't need to add too much. So that's the reason why I'm adding this tablecloth, but it's gonna be more in the middle. So you still can see the travertine. It's not gonna take too much away from the table, which that's exactly what I'm looking for. Next, I didn't read the description very well because I got these Norfolk steams and I didn't know they were this tiny. They're more like picks, which is great if you want to add them in a garland. I like to put little greenery anywhere, in a bookshelf, just print them out. So I got these right here. It's like a bundle. They're super tiny. I thought these were more like huge, but again, it's still great because you can do DIYs with this. It's so much you can do. So I'm still gonna keep them. They still feel like Norfolk, which is a great quality. And I think you get like 20 pieces or 15 pieces. Very, very inexpensive. So I actually gonna keep them. I think this will be very handy for my tablescape, or again, just adding those picks anywhere that you want. So very, very good. Next, I got two packages of these bowls, and I don't think I ever say this, but part of the very nostalgic Christmas traditional vibe that I'm going for, I'm telling you, I'm doing everything that I said last year that I wasn't about to do. I'm adding a little bit of buffalo patterns, and I also adding some bowls. So I wanted some pre-made bowls for my Christmas tree. However, this is gonna go specifically for the Christmas tree in my office space, but you get so much for literally nothing. I think I got like 25 or maybe 30 of these for literally nothing. I can't even remember how much I spent because it wasn't too much. These are perfect for your Christmas tree. You just have to kind of like open them up a little bit more, but they look like this, which is super beautiful. They are already pre-made. With this lighting, it looks more red, but trust me, it's more darker than what it is because these come already pre-made. You can always put this on top of something, on a gallery wall, literally anywhere. So they are super handy, not just as an ornament, but literally anywhere. I also got these, which is almost the same but slightly different. Oh yeah, these are almost the same. It feels actually the same way, but this is more, it's not too chunky in my opinion. So again, more ribbon. Do I need more? Absolutely not, but we never know. And with this lighting, it looks super red, but I promise it's a beautiful burgundy color, which is gonna blend very well with everything. For my hair, this was only like $1, so I was like, why not? And this is a beautiful bow for your hair. I did use some bows for my decorating with me in my fall videos, and I got a lot of compliments, and even my boyfriend absolutely loved it. So I was like, let me do the same thing for Christmas. I think it just looks so beautiful, so feminine. Again, I don't know what is going on with the bows this year, but I'm kind of like into it, so I'm gonna give it a shot. If I don't like it, it's fine. I just want to see. Next, from Temu, I got these beautiful, gorgeous candles. Now, I did share with you guys another ones that I found at Amazon, and I love them. I'm thinking about adding those in the office space because they're more shorter. These are so beautiful. However, I wish they were more like, no stark white, more like a beautiful beige, but it's fine. I think we can make it work. It comes with these detail right here. I mean, Temu. I also want to clarify, this is not a collaboration this time. I actually spend my own money because they do have beautiful things and very accessible and affordable, so that's all that I care about. But look at the details in the end. So it comes with a candle. Right now I don't have no batteries, but put the candle on and then you stick this on your Christmas tree in that curve and just stand there in your Christmas tree. How stunning is this? This is beautiful. And again, the only thing that I wish, which I might have to see it, light it up to see actually how it looks like, but I wish it wasn't star white. I don't know, I might ended up liking it. So I do love this a lot, so depends which one I like more. One is gonna go for sure in the office space, the other one's gonna come here to the main Christmas tree, but most likely I might use this one because how long it is, and my Christmas tree this year is big, so I want to make sure it stand out. This is beautiful. I actually checked on Amazon and almost for the same ones it's way more expensive for no reason actually, because I think it's literally the same company. So I got 2 boxes because I'm not sure exactly how many I need. I think each one comes with probably 15 or 20, I'm not sure, but again, I just bought 2 because we never know. The last 2 items, they are not Christmas related, but I'm definitely gonna be styling them in my Christmas videos. I did sell this a couple weeks ago, but I was hesitant and I'm not sure why. I went back to the vintage shop, I started again, and I was like, okay, you're coming with me. And the best part, when I saw it, they lowered the price, so it ended up working out perfectly. So it's this beautiful, very old shelf. I definitely can tell they restored the shelf. You can see the patina at the end. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. And I was thinking to put these against a wall and just put nice Christmas stuff here. This can be in a hallway. This can be, actually I was thinking next to my vanity area that I have a wall that I just had 2 little wall arts there. I can remove them and put these there. It's so many things that you can do, and what I like is that through the seasons I can always put stuff for fall. Right now for Christmas I can definitely put something there, like even those little stems that I got from Temu, just stick them there. Why not, right? Just stick them there and put something there that is Christmas related. Like, it's so many things that you can do. This shelf was priced at $35, but they reduced the price for like $5 less, so it was 30 bucks, and I think is alright for the price. And again, it's super old, like, oh my god. Again, I can tell they revamped it, at least the back, but everything else is literally old. And that's what I like, so very excited for this purchase. And the last item that is not Christmas related is from Goodwill, and I saw it, I thought about it, I walked away, and I didn't even make it to my car. And I asked Terrence, I think it's those items that I'm gonna be thinking for a long time and I'm gonna regret it. So he was like, it's only $10, like why not, right? If you don't like it, you can always resell it. I'm like, you know what, it's true. And the worst part is that that Goodwill is located like an hour away from me. We were in the area and casually we just ended up going there, and I was like, if I don't pick it out today, I'm probably never gonna come here because this is super far away. I went to Goodwill and I saw this huge spoon. I know. It is huge. I love the details of these. You can definitely hang it up if you want to. We did some research to see where this is from, and it was hard to find. I did saw some people posting it on Facebook Marketplace. They had the pair, which is like the fork and the spoon, but it seems like it's something very old. And I like the patina. I even like the fact that it's even broken over here. Why not? That's just add more charm in the items. This was $10, and when I bought it, the lady was just laughing because she was like, everybody keep looking at the spoon but nobody buying it. And she literally said out loud, I'm not making that up, as soon I put the spoon in her counter, she said out loud, somebody bought the spoon. I was like, this sounds like I just won a prize. She was like, no, everybody keep looking at it. And I was like, you gonna do soup with that? Like, just making jokes. I was like, no, it's more for decoration. So I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I was thinking to put it in the bar and kitchen, just in one of my vases that I have on the floor. I don't know, just add something different. I just like different things, something that you're probably not gonna see everybody having. It's beautiful. I do plan to put like a nice burgundy ribbon for Christmas, just to add something nice there, because it's gonna be close to my kitchen and dining room area, in that gap right there where I had some vases on the floor. Y'all gonna see. But again, do I need a big spoon? Absolutely not, but this is perfect. And the price, $10, I was like, it's not that bad, and it looks so vintage. Like the wood looks like so used and perfect. I love this spoon so much, and I just wanted to share with you guys. All right guys, as I was editing this video, I totally forgot to share with you guys these beautiful rustic Christmas trees that I got from Marshall's. They are stunning. I remember this one viral a couple years ago and I couldn't have my hands on them, but I finally walked in and I saw them. I did saw a very tall one, but I ended up returning it because it was super huge and it didn't make no sense against everything else. These look so tiny compared to that one, so I didn't like the scale. This is priced at 16, the small one at 8, and that one at 12, I believe. So I do love the little family over here, and I just put it here for now just to share with you guys, but I think they might gonna stay here. And that, you guys, is everything for this video. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel because this content is coming in chunks. I told you guys before, I'm probably gonna have another haul, so stay tuned for that. Not promised, but I'm still shopping, I'm not gonna lie, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm gonna make sure I link everything down below, so make sure you guys check that out. Don't forget to follow me over my social medias on TikTok and Instagram. I always keep you guys updated over there before it hits to YouTube first, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.